What's up guys, welcome to today's video. So I want you to pay attention in today's video. I'm going to review a secret for you. I'm going to show you a powerful tool that you can use to be able to filter and be able to capture a very big move in the market, or you can combine it with Fibonacci. On a normal, if you know how to use Fibonacci, it's always a normal thing that whenever you want to apply your Fibonacci, you just use it to identify a pullback, the end of a pullback before you enter. Of course, I did a video on how to use Fibonacci, but in today's video, I'm going to show you a small tweak that you're going to apply in that Fibonacci, which means you are going to be applying your normal Fibonacci, but there's one small thing that you will add to it. If you add that into it, you see how powerful you can be able to capture a very big move in the market, or to help you to filter false or trades, so that you can be able to capitalize in the market. I want you to pay attention vividly because I'm going to show you that. So if you like the video, don't forget to click the subscribe button and also click the like button. All right, so let's jump into the video. By the time you open your chart, anytime you're analyzing the market, all right, the next thing what you need to do is to, let's say for instance we are using USD JPY. Let's say I want to seek for a trade in this, or look to analyze the market to look at what I'm going to trade. If you take a look at this chart, you will see that, okay, let's say from here now, I want to know what, as you can see, market is creating higher high. From here, it creates higher high, then create this higher high. All right, then if assuming that you meet this market here and you see it retracing back here, the normal thing anybody can do, or when you are using Fibonacci, is to pull this. You come here, click on Fibonacci, then come from this bottom here, then trace it all the way up to the end of this move. All right, as you can see, oh sorry, let me do it very well. So as you can see, you see that it discovered, if you take a look at it, it discovered here is the end of this move. But by using this thing I'm going to show you, which is combining a trend line with Fibonacci, combining trend line with Fibonacci will make this very, very powerful for you to capitalize and apply it in the market, so that you can be able to filter all these false entry, or to be able to know high probability setup whenever you're trading. I want you to watch this. Let me just delete this, all right? Then I will come back and show you what you need to understand when you are using it. The first thing you need to do when you're analyzing, when you want to combine this thing, let's say for instance, if I take a look at this chart, what I can be able to do is to come here, pick my trend line. So I just tap on it, then you pick it. Remember, you are to capture up to how many? 2 points, minimum 2. All right, by the time I pull this trend line like this, so the first one is here, market come here, touch here, then the second one is here. All right, then the third one is here. So if after you draw something like this, the next thing you need to do is to bring out your Fibonacci. Remember, you are not coming to start drawing your Fibonacci from this level all the way up here. No, as you can see, from impulsive move start from here all the way up to this end. All right, so you are going to draw your Fibonacci from this bottom to the top. So as you can see, when I come here, I will click on this point. By the time I click on this point, I will start from here, click my mouse, drag it all the way up. I'll stretch it like this, then until you reach the peak of the hair. As you can see here, look at it here, this horizontal line is at the peak of it. By the time you do this, you'll be able to see, have you seen here? You discover that the trend line confirms here as the turning point of this market, as you can see, which means you take a look at here to be able to see something like this. So as you can see here, if you combine these two things, as you can see here, the market reverse, and once you notice that markets come down to this place, touch here, which is what, 0.618 Fibonacci level, plus what, plus the fact that it touches the trend line, this automatically becomes a very powerful entry point for you. All right, So if you can be able to apply this, as you can see, market begin move up. Even if you reach this high of the day, then you take your profit. Your profit should be here, while your stop loss should be here. As you can see here, with this method, you can be able to capture a very quick move and profit as fast as possible. Right? This is what you should be using anytime you are analyzing the market. Even if you come here, even if I try to use this same thing again, just let me give you another instance. Let's say I put a trend line, Fibonacci here. I take it from this top, then drag it all the way up to this level where the market reverse. Have you seen it? You see this particular one, the same thing happens. Market takes off from here on reaching here, which is the trend line, which is what? Area of value, around between the 0.6 to 0.5 level. Market reverse. At this point, you put your entry point. You can take your first profit here, while you take your second profit at the next level. All right. So if you can apply this, it's going to be a very powerful way of entering your trade and reduce your chance of losing in your trades. So make sure you do apply this. Let me just do this in a downward market, right? Let's say in a downtrend. This one is more like uptrend. For instance, if you take a look at this, you discover when market is heading down, when market is reversing, the normal thing, if you take a look at it, you see that the market here is served as support, but when markets come down here, you break this level. If you break this level, the normal thing you can do, or anybody can advise you to do, or what you see online, is for you to wait for markets to retrace to this area that serves as resistance, whereby in these candles, as you can see, you see this pin bar here, which can give you a forced entry. If you enter on this level, then market will come back and keep you out. For you to calculate it very well, what you need to do is to do what? To apply the same thing we just did now, which is trend line. If you pick your trend line, remember, when you are selling, your trend line serve as what? Resistance level, alright? Which is what? Remember, I always said connect 3 points. Connect 3 points. 2 points. The third one is your entry. That's why I said 3. The third one is your entry. The first one is here. The second one is here, alright? Then what next? The next thing is to do what? Bring out your Fibonacci. You come here, you click here, tap it from the up here where the market starts to head down, then drag it all the way up to this level where the market stops. Alright. If you take a look at it, see market start from here and start to move down to this level. Alright. When market reach this level, it start to pull back, which means you have to wait for it at what? At this level, which is what? 0.5 or 0.6 level. As you can see, when market reach here, which is also in line with what? The trend line. I show you that combined trend line with what? Fibonacci. If you combine these two, it's very, very powerful. As you can see here, when markets come here, it touches the trend line, and at the same time, it is at what? At the region where we have what? 0.5 or 0.6 Fibonacci level, which means if you enter at this point, actually capture, take advantage of this trade when I saw it. So you take advantage of this and short this market. As you can see, market head down, whereby you can possibly take your profit at this region. All right. So this is the tool you can be using. Combine two of them, which is what? Trend line and Fibonacci level. You will see that your chance of being very profitable is very, very high. If you find value in this, don't forget to click the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you.